Peppa Pig actually has a way bigger family than we ever imagined. For example, even though the show has been on the air for over 20 years, it was only after baby Eevee was born that we found out about a brand new relative in the pig family. That really makes us wonder, after all, who exactly are all the members of this big piggy family? Great Aunt Eevee. Recently, digging through the Peppa Pig universe like true detectives, we discovered another one of those characters who stay hidden like a family secret. And the most curious part? She was only ever really mentioned after baby Eevee was born. In an interview celebrating little Eevee's arrival, Daddy Pig talked about this great Aunt Eevee, who actually inspired the name of their youngest daughter. She pops up briefly in an old-school photo album belonging to Granny and Grandpa Pig. She was aunt to Mummy Pig and Aunt Dottie, and, to top off that royal vibe, she wears a long dress, a floral headpiece, and holds a flower bouquet just like Miss Universe. She was the first character confirmed to have passed away in the series. In fact, some fans believe she was kind of like a queen in the Peppa Pig universe. I mean, her outfit is so different from the others that it feels like she stepped straight out of a fairy tale. Or a royal wedding. The truth is, the mystery lives on. But Great Aunt Eevee is just one piece of this huge family puzzle. Come along with us now and check out another video. Grandpa Pig is Mummy Pig's dad, and of course, Daddy Pig's famously suspicious but loving father-in-law. He has a parrot named Polly, who might as well be the family's official gossip, repeating everything it hears. Grandpa loves looking after the grandkids every now and then, and always takes them on his sea adventures. His biggest hobby is sailing, proudly acting like the ultimate salty sea dog. After all, he's a retired sailor. That explains why he's always wearing a sailor hat and purple outfit, basically ready to set sail at a moment's notice. Another one of Grandpa Pig's passions is his garden, which he guards so jealously that you'd think the blackberries were extra grandchildren. And let's not forget about his yellow car, which is practically a vintage clone of the old pig family car. A living reminder that he doesn't just grow plants, he grows nostalgia too. Granny Pig is pretty much the opposite of Grandpa Pig in a lot of ways. While he's more grumpy and possessive about his garden, she's all smiles and warmth. She loves hanging out with her friends, swapping stories, talking about books, and laughing out loud. She's basically the leader of the club. Granny Pig also loves taking care of her flowers and her beloved chickens, which she treats almost like feathery daughters. Yup, they have names, get plenty of cuddles, and if you let her, even get invited to afternoon tea. Granny's group of friends is the type that goes on 1,000 adventures. They've been to the dinosaur age, traveled to space, and still find time to swing by the backyard for tea with Grandpa Pig. And even though she's married to a slightly forgetful retired sailor, Granny Pig is always on top of things and keeps reminding Grandpa about everything he forgets. And whenever something goes wrong, which, let's be honest, happens a lot, she jumps into action like a true heroine in a flowery dress. Aunt Dottie. There's a mysterious character in Peppa Pig, Aunt Dottie, who has been at the center of so many theories worthy of a piggy Sherlock Holmes investigation. She was first mentioned in the Horsey Twinkle Toes episode, and the theories really took off because it took forever for her to finally show up on the show. A lot of people thought she was Daddy Pig's sister, turning the whole thing into a soap opera-level family drama, but the truth is, she's Mummy Pig's sister. And she has some interesting details, like she's single and showed up out of the blue to visit the family on Thanksgiving. There's even an episode named after that. And just like any surprise relative visit, she only let Mummy Pig know at the last minute, causing that little bit of panic everyone knows too well. Aunt Dottie is super affectionate, the type who gives big hugs, and she loves showing off in her colorful polka-dotted blue dress. And where does she live? Well, so far away that even mailing a simple toy to Peppa and George turns into a postal adventure full of stamps. Some people swear she lives in America, maybe on a cowboy ranch or having fancy coffee in New York. Who knows? The important thing is, even with all her mystery, she won everyone over with her sweet ways and her, let's say, flexible sense of punctuality. Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig is the devoted mom to Peppa, George, and their youngest, baby Eevee, a trio that makes sure she never has a boring day. She wears an orange dress, her favorite color that totally matches her vibrant personality, and has a comfy pink nightdress to sleep in, because even super moms need to snore in style. Mummy Pig loves cooking and spending time with the family, but don't be fooled. She's way more daring than Daddy Pig. She once went skydiving to raise money for a new roof for Peppa's preschool. Who needs a raffle when you have all that courage, right? She's mature, gives wise advice, and loves working out. She's the #1 fan of the Mr. Potato Fitness Show, that TV program that teaches you exercises you can do at home. And let's not forget, Mummy Pig is also a writer working from home, which means she's balancing books, kids, and Daddy Pig all at once. And if all that wasn't enough, she recently went through her 3rd pregnancy, bringing another adorable little piggy into this fun, reality show-worthy family. Before we continue building out the entire pig family tree, drop a comment down below with the word relatives, Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig is Mummy Pig's husband and one of the greatest accidental comedians in the animal kingdom. Always a little clumsy, but super funny. Even with his awkward ways, he's got some serious hobbies. Back in his glory days, he was a top-notch swimmer and diver, and these days, he's a respected architect. Proof? He was once invited to inspect concrete in another city. Nothing fancier than that in the world of piggy construction. But heads up, if you ever suggest an extreme trip that involves heights, just forget it. He'll come up with any excuse, even an urgent concrete conference, just to dodge facing his fear of heights. Exercise isn't exactly his thing either. Even though he claims he's always in shape, his favorite shape is definitely round. Still, Daddy Pig is more than just a lazybones. He loves soccer and has even taught basketball at Peppa's school, showing he can be a kid's sports coach, even if the court looks more like a disaster zone than anything else. In the end, he's super hands-on, kind, and loving. Always ready to give a big bear hug, tell a dad joke, and prove that even if he's a bit of a goof, he's the warm heart of this piggy family. Daddy Pig's parents. Daddy Pig's parents are a total mystery in the Peppa Pig universe. They've never shown up on the show, never even been mentioned. It's like his family tree has a hidden branch covered in cartoon fog. This is actually one of the oldest requests from fans, for the show to finally reveal who Mummy Pig's in-laws are. Do they live in some far-off city? Have they passed away? Nobody knows. And of course, that leaves tons of room for the wildest theories. Many believe they live out in the country, on a farm so lost in the middle of nowhere that even Daddy Pig gives up halfway. According to that theory, that's why he never visits them. Not because he doesn't love them, but because he's too lazy to brave a dirt road. Other, more dramatic fans speculate they might no longer be around. After all, they say, what grandparents would miss out on meeting grandkids as adorable and mischievous as Peppa, George, and now little Eevee, Uncle Pig? But while Daddy Pig's parents are a complete mystery, at least we know he has a brother, the famous Uncle Pig. He wears blue and looks almost exactly like Daddy Pig, just without the glasses, which makes him seem a tiny bit more trustworthy. Uncle Pig has hobbies everyone can respect. He loves digging into a nice plate of pasta and taking a solid power nap right after lunch. Still, he and Daddy Pig are always bickering about the silliest things, like who's a better driver or who snores louder, but they always make up like good brothers do. He has 2 kids and is married, but when it comes to his job, total silence. The show never says what he does, only that he lives in another city with his family. And get this, his house seems to have a security system straight out of a spy movie. Cameras, locks, maybe even anti-piglet lasers. What is he hiding? Is it just top-level security, or could he be the boss of some kind of piggy mafia? Aunt Pig. Aunt Pig is Uncle Pig's wife, another VIP member of the sleepy adult division of this piggy family. She rocks a pink polka-dotted dress with pure classic charm, always looking ready for a picnic or to star in a laundry soap commercial. She's super kind, and above all, has the patience of a saint, which is essential when you have a baby who cries louder than a ship horn. She can still smile even when calming her kid down in full siren mode, proving motherhood is basically an extreme sport. About her professional life, the show doesn't share much. No badge, no office, no video calls. She probably doesn't work outside the home and dedicates herself full-time to taking care of the kids, the house, and of course, Uncle Pig, who can be almost as much work as the children. Chloe. Peppa's older cousin is an absolute sweetheart. She's 10 years old and wears a bright yellow dress, the kind that lights up any family get-together, and lives in the neighboring town, giving her that special guest vibe that gets everyone excited. She loves playing with puppets and having fun with her friends, showing she's full of creativity. And when it comes to patience, She deserves a trophy. She can handle the younger cousins just fine, even when they're jumping, shouting, or covering everything in mud. The best part is that she doesn't just put up with the chaos. She actually loves playing with Peppa and George. You could say she's the cool cousin everyone wishes they had, always ready to make up stories, lead puppet shows, and turn any afternoon into a festival of fun. And now's the perfect time for you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, you won't miss any new updates. Alexander. Baby brother Alexander is only about 3 or 4 months old, and he's the cutest and loudest baby in the whole bunch. He wears a yellow outfit that matches his sunny little personality, and he's the only character who doesn't wear shoes, probably because he's still figuring out how to walk. And let's be honest, baby shoes are totally unnecessary for this little explorer. Alexander cries a lot, but who can blame him? He actually loves noise and long outings. The more action, the better. After all, for such a tiny baby, life is a giant sound adventure full of stroller rides and bouncy fun. Peppa Pig. The star of this cartoon is Peppa, a 5-year-old piggy who is the daughter of Daddy and Mummy Pig. She's super curious, full of energy, and loves having fun with her friends. Her best friend is Susie Sheep, her partner in crime for all sorts of adventures and mischief. Peppa has a special passion for jumping in muddy puddles, so much so that she wants to become a true expert in this wet and messy sport. For her, jumping in mud isn't just fun. It's practically an art form for this fearless little pig. George. George is Peppa's younger brother, and he's not much of a talker, or maybe he just struggles a bit since you rarely hear more than a few small words from him. But one thing is clear, he has an unconditional love for dinosaurs. In fact, Mr. Dinosaur is practically his best buddy, going with him everywhere, even to school. On top of that, George has a really surprising skill. He ice skates with a kind of elegance that would make any pro jealous. If he ever wanted to, he could totally shine in a skating career. We'd just have to convince him to leave Mr. Dinosaur at home for practice. Eevee. Little Eevee is the newest member of the pig family, who arrived with a whole lot of fanfare on May 20th, 2025, announced almost like a princess, practically a tiny royal queen. She's got a pet that's way different from her siblings, the cutest little duck, which really stands out among the dinosaurs and other classic toys in the group. While Peppa has Teddy and George never lets go of Mr. Dinosaur, Eevee shows up to bring a brand new charm with her adorable little duck. And so, between jumping in muddy puddles, backyard adventures, and tons of family love, the Peppa Pig gang keeps winning hearts with their simple, fun, and super personal stories. If you're a fan of Bluey and other cartoons, we have 2 awesome videos you'll love to check out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.